Hey, me and Matt here, and I just finished Raw, and I'm a little slow at it, but anyways, it was a good show, and I think that Extreme Rules is starting to build more, I think, and honestly, and I've said this before, and I know that Killer Kyle mentioned it too, you have a lot of stipulation matches. Now, I know last year at Extreme Rules, they didn't really have a lot, you know, but I think it was, okay. It just wasn't Extreme Rules. So this year, you're gonna have a lot of stipulation matches, which I think is awesome, in my opinion. Starting with this one, well, actually, this is a new one. You have Bailey coming out, and her and Bianca have a confrontation, and yeah, so that's made official. You're gonna see Bailey and Bianca Belair in a ladder match for the Raw Women's title, and I think that's pretty fucking awesome. In my opinion, I think you don't see too many women's ladder matches, except for like Money in the Bank. So yeah, it's gonna be pretty cool. I can't fucking wait. But anyways, Bianca challenges Io to a match. So it's Io Sky versus Bianca Belair. And this was a pretty even match. Obviously, these two are, two of the best wrestlers in WWE. Both came from NXT. And yeah, this was a good match. Bianca Belair ended up going over. And yeah, this is actually gonna be a good match. I can't wait to see the setup leading up. Once again, I know that it's October 8th, but still, you know. Then you have Seth Rollins coming out and talking about his match with Matt Riddle in a fight pit. Now, the rumor is that the special guest referee will be none other than Ken Shamrock. The world's most dangerous man apparently is returning to WWE. Now, that's just a rumor I heard. I don't know how true it is. But you have a match with Seth Rollins and Rey Mysterio, and it's reminiscent of whenever, I think it was last year for Extreme Rules when you had the eye for an eye match, and despite having Dominic and Rhea interfere in this match, actually it was Seth Rollins that won with the Peruvian necktie combination, which I haven't really seen too much of that in WWE, but yeah, a submission. So, Ray loses this one. We'll see what happens in the near future, but yeah, another top by Dominic. And I think Dominic is really coming into his own as a heel. I think that's really cool. And we'll see where it goes still, but to see the Judgment Day take control like that is pretty cool. You have the Can-Am Connection, who defeated American Alpha. Now, I mean, they're in Edmonton, Alberta, so that's awesome. You have the Alpha Academy coming out with the Stars and Stripes, Old Glory, whichever, the American flags. I had thought you were going to see the Canadian flag from Kevin Owens and the American flag also by Johnny Gargano, but no. They did, one by one come out, but they both hit the ring. This was a pretty straightforward wrestling match, obviously, and yeah, very cool moves in this ring as well. You have Kevin Owens and Johnny Gargano go over, which I think is a good move. I think Alpha Academy are a good take team, but obviously Johnny and Kevin are slowly going to be the best tag team on Raw so far. And obviously it'll give Kevin a push eventually as a singles wrestler again. So who fucking knows, right? Moss defeated 2 local athletes. So yeah, after the match, he puts them both on the announce table and stands up and taunts the crowd. So yeah, you know it was a squash match. You have Nikki Cross versus a returning Pixie Princess, Candice LeRae. And this match was pretty cool as well. And I mean, they both are very good wrestlers, very talented. But of course, Candice LeRae went over. Interesting, after the match, you see Nikki in the corner, and you know, she takes off her mask. And so, it's probably a sign of a new change, but you know, I've said this twice now. You get used to something and then they go right back to the way it used to be. So, I don't know what's going on, but we'll see. I mean, she had a very good take team with Piper Niven, the Scottish Lasses, whatever you want to call them. So yeah, this is gonna be interesting to see what happens with her. You have Sami Zayn versus AJ Styles. This was pretty cool as well. Obviously, 2 talented wrestlers. We have at one point AJ doing the Styles Clash off the second rope. Sami wins, and liver kick. The bloodline helped out. But anyways, you have that. Then of course, then the Judgment Day come out, and you have Finn stand face to face with AJ Styles, taunting him. I mean, I had a backstage segment earlier about friendship and shit. You have Finn holding up the 2 feet, hoping that AJ Styles was gonna give it to him as well. But then AJ gives him one of these, and that's when they go for the attack. You have the chair onto the neck. Finn gonna do a curb stomp and stops midway and basically taunts AJ some more. So I know that it's gonna be interesting to see what happens, but you have Matt Riddle versus Damian Priest. This was a good match. I mean, this was also the main event of the night, and both very talented wrestlers. And yeah, I think those 2 guys could have some more good matches. Obviously, can't wait for Seth Rollins and Matt Riddle and the Fight Pit, as I mentioned earlier. Then you have a returning Edge. Imagine that. So Edge coming back in Canada too. But anyways, he comes back and he spears the shit out of Damian Priest and Finn Balor, and then says he wants a match with Finn Balor in an I Quit match at Extreme Worlds. So it's starting to turn into a good show, and I can't wait to see how that goes. But yeah, this was a very amazing show, and can't wait to see what's next. So talk to you later. Bye.
Anymore. So you know that them cutting WCW was a long time coming. But I think that there's this myth out there that Jamie Keller that's why he took pleasure in cutting WCW. I don't think that's the case at all. Because if you look at some of his earlier interviews, like